esport players and gamers in general are often subject to toxicity and grief just by existing. Just by being in a game, we get grief thrown at us.
Female players have been kind of gatekeeped out of playing these games.
Tournaments for women are really important. Now, women tend to face a lot more hate and toxicity in video games, and tournaments for women give them a safe space to compete and to play and to grow in skill level and player base. And hopefully reach a point in the future where we will have more female players, mixed teams, and potentially even female teams going ahead and winning the main VCT, which would be absolutely amazing.
To have tournaments that are solely for our purpose is fantastic. It gives us somewhere safe to play. It allows us to improve our skills and tactic knowledge, again without fear of being flamed by anyone external.
With Riot doing stuff like game changers really promotes it well and kind of says, look, this is a safe space for female players to come and compete. I think it's a really good thing because honestly it kind of just gets more people involved with it, and it's just good in general because the more females competing in this safe space which we have here in Valorant, I think it's like really positive because more people will play, more people will be happy to play.
For now though, we've seen how effective it is, we've seen growth in the female scene. If you go back to the early female scene where we had opportunities from the Girls House, from the Goose House, from Rick's GG, we see 8, 16, 32 teams, and the scene's gradually grown to a point where now with the VCT Game Changers we have over 100 female teams. And not just 100 female teams, but also teams being picked up by large esports organisations like Na'Vi, like G2, like Guild, like Rix, which gives women an opportunity to compete full-time, and therefore to train and to practice and to develop as a player full-time, which will help to ultimately bridge that skill gap that has been caused by a lack of opportunity.
Bigger companies are now supporting these types of tournaments, so Game Changers from Riot, the Medusa series, and then also the Birds of Prey series from the Goose House. It is quite daunting, I think, for people to enter the tournament scene who haven't maybe played before, but it's always been super welcoming. You will always learn something, and the experience is worth it just for that. For me, the end goal is to have mixed teams, but until then, I think this is a great way to encourage more female players into the scene and to get the disparity between skill levels down.